Alright, what up YouTube? It's Gothic Druid here, and today I'm coming at you with a video of how to use OBS. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so first of all, we're going to start off and we're going to go and download OBS. So you go to obsproject.com and you click on this button here to download it. It should automatically download. Alright, once that is done, you install it. Basically just follow it, install it, and then it should give you this program here. Alright. From here to set it up, we're going to go into settings. So you click on the settings button and go into settings. And then you will probably start by making a profile. I haven't made a profile for this one, not as yet, but you would put you would put that in and click add. Okay, now we'll go to encoding. Here you'll need to go to speed.net. Okay, so you would go here and you run a speed test. Preferably you would run the speed test to the closest Twitch server. So once this is done, alright, so that is done. So then we will go back to the OBS website and then click up on the, or hover over the little arrow facing down and click on estimator. Okay, so here we select what our system is. So my system, I have a i7 960. So I click that one. Here you would click your graphics card, 560 or higher. Anything under 560 you would click here. So I have a 630, so I click on 560. Then you click on what type of game you're gonna play. High motion, medium motion, low motion. Most of my stuff is high motion, so I'll click that. Okay. Now we'll go back into the speedtest.net and we have a 36.48 megabytes. So We go back here, and it has to be measured in kilobytes per second. So we put 36,046, I believe it was, 48. And then you click on what resolution you're going to be using. I like to have it on 1920 by 1080, just because that's what I tend to like to stream at. Also like to stream at 720p, depending on what the day is here in Australia. Just because we live so far away from the servers. But generally one of these two is the best. So we'll click 1920 by 1080, and then we'll click the recommended settings button. Alright, so it's bringing us up with the recommendations that OBS say that our system can do. So right now we're looking for the network stuff. So we want to put a recommended max bitrate. We want to put the bitrate as 3500. So we go back to back to OBS into the settings, and we go max bitrate, kbs a second, and then we put 3500 in there. So then we go back to the OBS site, and we put in a recommended buffer size of 3500, or whatever you have here. So we go back to OBS, and we put that in. It also says enable CFR for compatibility with streaming services, and enable CBR to improve stream stability. So we go back and we enable those if they're not already enabled. If you've just installed the software, then 9 times out of 10 those two will already be checked. And then you'd have to check this one to put the custom buffer in. Audio, as these settings, I believe Twitch only has 160 bitrate for audio. I have it on 128 just because that's what suits my system. Okay, so now we'll go across to broadcast settings. I'll click apply. So here you would either go live stream or file import. We're going to go live stream, and you would click, or you would use whichever streaming service that you are streaming to. I'm using Twitch. Now we check the streaming service, which is closer to you. Now the closest to me is Singapore, but I get the best results with San Francisco. So the way to do that is you can get a ping test, or you can use other streaming programs like XSplit, or there's a few other programs out there, but XSplit is the main one. You can choose that, and then it'll tell you what your closest server is and generally what you can stream at. Okay. So now to get this to stream to your Twitch channel or to any other channel, you would get the stream key. So go across to Twitch. Twitch TV. Okay. Then you would go to your dashboard. Click on stream key. Click on show stream key and it'll come up here. You click on stream key and it comes up here. Of course, mine's gonna be blacked out for security reasons. Okay, so you copy the stream key over into the stream key part. And a lot of this stuff you won't really need. Generally, depending on what you like, you can have the auto reconnect or not. Alright, so after that we click apply and then we go to video settings. Okay. From here, we select the video card that we want to use to stream from. As I said a bit earlier, I have a 630 and that's the only graphics card I have. So I'll click on that. Then we go to our monitor size. I have 1920 but at 1080. So I can stream in the 1080p range. Now we go to here. The bitrate downscale. Depending on what system you have and what your upload rate is, it should say here what you can stream in. So I can stream in 720p or 1080p. So I've got it downscaled to 720p. So whatever it says here, you can stream in. It'll either say here, or it'll say up here in a CPU advice, depending on what you have. You go back here and you click on whatever, 720, 480. Beyond 480, you would really want to look at maybe upgrading your computer, but you can go down to 360p. It is going to be really poor quality, but the choice is there if so you need. Okay, the filter, I don't really need to worry about that. This FPS is just a quality thing. It says here on CPU advice that I can stream with 30 FPS. So I have 30 FPS there. If not, 25 or higher. You can go to up to 60 FPS for Twitch TV. Okay, so now we go to audio. Here you select your speakers. So I've got it going through my headset. So click on the headset or one of the others of this, depending on what you use. Then your microphone. I'm using line 1, just because I've got my Behringer C1U going through some audio editing software, just to get some sound quality out of it and to reduce the noise. So you would select your microphone. Generally, you wouldn't worry about any of this stuff. This is more for fault finding. The only thing you would really touch is if you have some audio latency issues, you would put in here to sync the mic to your camera or to whatever device you're using. So here you click apply again. Hotkeys, this is just to whether you want to start with a hotkey or record with a hotkey, or if you want to put a push to talk instead of having an open mic. So we'll go to advanced, where most of the stuff happens with the recording software. Here, a lot of these settings come pretty much standard when you install the program. This section, a general section, you'd want to try and leave this alone. The only thing I would say is if you're having problems with your CPU, the only thing is to make the CPU make your OBS a higher priority over all the other stuff. I would put it above normal. Don't go above normal. Don't go to high or anything below. It comes standard on normal. The only setting you should change it to is above normal, only if you're having troubles with latency issues. Here, this one is a setting that makes either your internet do all the work or your computer do all the work. It comes standard on very fast. If you have a fast CPU, you would click, and you want your CPU to do all the work, you would click one of these, ultra fast or super fast. And if you have a slower CPU but a really fast internet connection, you would click one of these. I would probably say fast or faster. I wouldn't go anything beyond fast, just because it will alleviate any headroom you have on your internet connection, and it could slow your internet connection down, which you don't want. Okay, here to stream with majority that I've found, you need to have it on main, not higher. Twitch suggests, and you can't stream without it being on the main encoding profile. Also for Twitch, you need a 2-second keyframe interval. Comes standard at a 0, but to be able to stream and be able to have everyone watch your videos or watch your stream, you need it at 2. You want it in that. It comes standard enabled with CFR. This one is if you want any custom settings, which there's plenty of videos out there with custom settings. most of this other stuff is really for a OBS technician to fault find your software. Quick sync. I don't think this has been released through OBS yet. Hopefully soon. Browser. I don't think this works. Oh no, here we go. I'm unsure what this is. I haven't messed around with this yet. I think it's just a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. Microphone noise gate. It just basically eliminates background noise. Stuff like that. Alright, so that's the settings. So now we'll go to creating a scene, how to create a scene. So you see I've already got some here. That's for my stream. But to create your own, or to create one, it should already come installed with one. OBS pretty much, I believe, allows you to have multiple profiles or scenes. So to create one, you right click in the scene and you go add scene. Let's call this one test. So we call it test and we'll click OK. Okay, so then say you want to add a web camera. So you click preview stream. And then you go add a video capture device. So you go add video to capture. And then we name it web camera or whatever you want to name it. I'll just name it webcam. Okay. And it'll bring up this. So we select the web camera. So I have a Logitech 300 or a C300, I believe it is. Okay. Most of the stuff you won't have to worry about. So you pretty much just click OK. Mine's not coming up because I'm already using it. So that's that one. Alright. So you want to add a game? Or yeah, so we'll do that. We'll add a game capture. So you click on game capture. You name it the game you want to use. Say let's go. We'll name it RuneScape. Alright, so we click on the drop down and then we select RuneScape. We click it and it brings up RuneScape. Okay. Now we only see it, it's only got the black mark in the middle of the screen. So we click edit scene. And it's already come up on the screen. Okay. So alright, so it just wants to crash for me then. Fine by me. So we'll open that up again. Alright. And so you want to add a picture, like a cam layout. Click on image. Go to where the image is located. Okay. And then just adjust it to your size that you want. Adjust your camera size. Put it in there. There we go. You see it's all set up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments below. Or drop across to my stream at GothiJord at Twitch TV. And I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thanks again. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.